Welcome to Aging Untold. That feeling of fatigue or irritability often follows the night of little or no sleep. For many of us, young and old, good quality sleep can be elusive, and poor sleep over time can have a huge impact on our health. Experts say that long-term sleep deprivation can negatively affect several body systems, including heart and circulatory, your immune and nervous system, the brain, and your overall mental health. So Dr. Ray, let's talk first about why sleep is so critical.
Well, sleep isn't rest, it's repair. And so you are clearing toxins and metabolic waste, you are consolidating memory and learning, and you are regulating your mood and emotional control, basically to speak. And so when a person doesn't have sleep, they get brain fog, they have poor judgment, even anxiety and depression. There is an increased risk for dementia when you lack sleep. So it protects the hearts and the blood vessels, strengthens your immune system, regulates your metabolism and your hormones. And it doesn't just slows aging, but it repairs cells. So basically, people don't have a sleep problem because they don't try. They have a sleep problem because they never looked for it, because it's silent. One of the most common causes of not getting a good night's sleep is sleep apnea. It's where you have short bouts of not breathing, so you're starving oxygen, but you don't know it because you're asleep. Mm-hmm. And then it shows up the next day. So daytime fatigue, your memory's not as sharp as it used to be. Some people can't lose weight because it affects the metabolism. Many people show up with high blood pressure. So as doctors, we're taught to look at symptoms like high blood pressure symptoms or symptoms of blood sugars and all that, but nobody looks for the symptom that comes when you don't have sleep.
And what about people that say, well, I have ringing of the ears, and so I sleep out on the sofa and kind of, doze off and on listening to the TV?
Well, you're not going to get good sleep because there's such thing as sleep hygiene. So as long as you have other noises and everything going on, your brain is not shutting down.
Well, and if you think it doesn't cause problems, I got a call from a facility and they were telling me they're making a referral to me to help find another place for this guy. And he's married. They want the guy to move out. They've been married over 50 years, but they're going to keep the mom. Oh yeah, I know. So I said, well, just suspend everything. We'll go in. And our analysis was he was wheeling his wife around all night long during the day. She had that anxious need to go. So all we did was at night, we had him sleep in separate rooms. He got a good night's sleep, woke up, they had breakfast, and he wheeled her back around during the day. So he was being combative and aggressive, and they said, we can't handle his behaviors. And it wasn't his behaviors. It was that he wasn't getting sleep.
He was exhausted.
Right.
Aging doesn't mean you don't need good quality sleep. It just means you need more support to be able to do so.
Right.
And so lots of times you got to realize that you're up more often in the night for bathroom breaks. Mm-hmm. And that'll wake you up. So then how do you get back to rest? One that I always suggest, how many times have you changed your mattress? Is your mattress 30 years old and you're still trying to get a good night's sleep and it's got more lumps in it than cottage cheese? You're not sleeping well. But lots of our aged community, they're not active enough. Mm-hmm. And so their body isn't actually tired. So if you're sitting in the chair during the day and you're sleeping through half the game shows that you're watching, you're not really probably going to get a full good sleep at night, and your brain's not resting during the day while that TV's playing.
And sometimes it's not just duration. Some people function very well off of 4 to 6 hours. So it's routine. It's the routine. Yeah. And so that's part of the sleep hygiene, establishing routine for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Right. And in my family, we have a saying that the women in our family require a lot of sleep because we all do. So I want to take a cue from younger generations that are using sound and light machines, devices for their babies and themselves, and listening to things like brown noise, white noise, that's supposed to be helpful. So my daughter was giving me advice, and they gave me one of those for Christmas, and I was listening to waves, and she said, oh, Mother, you can't do that. You have to listen to brown noise or white noise. And so I'm really kind of getting really into it. I really enjoy it.
Did it help you sleep more?
Yes, and I really like it. And so right now I'm staying in a hotel and I'm listening to white noise on YouTube. It's free and just playing it off of my phone, and I really like it. And it helps dull out the traffic noise and some of the other things. So just kind of quiets your environment.
Well, and I've heard people say, oh, just take a sleep medicine, just take a, and I want to ask Dr. Ray.
Depends on what kind of sleep medicine you're taking.
Okay.
So if you're taking something like melatonin, sometimes it's gotten a bad press, but melatonin does so much more than sleep. There's a lot of studies out there for cardiovascular disease, even cancer prevention and all that. Even with high doses, it's safe. If you're using some of the prescription medications, however, they actually are interfering with the repair process that the brain is doing at nighttime. And so you end up interfering with neurotransmitters, repair, and there's actually said to increase the risk of dementia by 57%. So that's not a good idea.
No, it's
Oh,
not a good
that's
idea.
not a good
What
idea.
I think of is you take sleeping pill and you're dizzy, you fall the next day, you're kind of groggy, like all the, the
Right.
problems that come from taking medicine that doesn't work
That
with your
doesn't
system.
clear out your system.
That doesn't clear out your system.